So this is what has been going on the whole entire time. With the step-ons and the climbings and the shit like that. And the life switchings and patterns and mistakes. Obviously, it is like the human study on planet Earth in comparison to humans being the top of the food chain in resorting to conversations about animals and insects and plants. So when we are looking at this, the top of the food chain is humanoid-looking entities that roam around the planet. And that is the most certain. When referring to blood types and or things like that, it is certain that universe entities are at the top. Meaning, if you change anyone from the universe entities into a lesser person, then just perhaps it affects everyone else. Which is why when you hop someone that is under, for example, a dog and or a plant to become something bigger, for example, stealing a husband and or wife of someone bigger and tossing the wife and her husband down to be lesser of themselves, obviously indicates that this affects the entire universes. When looking at these dolls, for example, the Ty doll, TY doll company and or the makers company of little Beanie Babe dolls, you can find that it obviously shows that it has some sort of differentiation as in terms of species. So when you look at it, it might say birthdays, it might say whatever else, but when you look at it, which one is mateable with which one? So obviously, this is pouring down to looking at the universe as other lives created, other things, right in front of everyone's eyes. So, for example, I came across this doll at the Thai company, and it was named Zach. And it was a white tiger with black sort of like pulling abilities and things like that. And when looking upon that, he looks like he's that kind. And when looking upon myself and Blue Ribo, we are symbolically the bunnies that are Wiz from Wiz Kid, that are supposedly born on the same day, the same age 3. So, when referring to like dolls and things like that, is it mateable? Is it not? That's when it shows like that. So obviously, my first thought and my first action was supposedly, obviously, with someone that looked like my species, my size, and my blood type. So, is it a wizard or is it Wiz Kid that is supposedly the same age with different ears, different this, different that, but is it a wizard? Is it a creator? What is it? And it symbolically looks like a creator because it is in rainbow colors. And as I remember, when I did purchase it, I did look at the date. It did look like Blue and I. And Zach did obviously appear with the name Zach on it. So, and it was a K. So when I'm looking at this big Maker's doll here, that I have here, it's the Little Devil. It's a different company, but it is still a doll company. So this doll reminds me of Element Soul, named Balthazar. Because souls are huge, souls are absolutely everything in terms of to have life. Soul element must be extremely big. So, I mean, this company, the dolls are bigger. Unlike the other company where some dolls are bigger. But I'm just saying, does it say and show in front of everyone's face if you look and analyze it? To who's been tossed down, to who's been tossed up, and to who's placed at which level. So, I mean, these must indicate something, as there must be scraps of something left after you break something. There must be residue of broken glass somewhere, a traceable trace. For example, sperm stain on a bed. There must be traceable trace. So, when we were talking about life and everything else, if you're gonna keep tossing your fucking wife down and some fucking knob up to fuck you and wed you and have her listen every fucking day, maybe it's time to fucking be honest of who's really fucking up there.